Tonight, California gets serious about dealing with the drought.
Governor Jerry Brown is ordering mandatory water use reductions for the first time in California history. KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan joins us now with more on how the water cutbacks will work. Dave.
Well, Sylvia Lena, Governor Brown says California must cut its appetite for water by 25%, slightly more in some locations, slightly less in others where cutbacks have already been made. And the issue of who's cutting back and who isn't being cut back is also being debated.
It's a different world. We have to act differently.
Governor Jerry Brown walked through a field of dry grass in the northern Sierra, a meadow that in normal years would be covered with snow, several feet of snow, but not this year.
We're standing on dry grass, and we should be standing in 5 feet of snow. That's the way it has been. We're in an historic drought, and that demands unprecedented action.
Brown ordered a statewide 25% cutback in water use, calling on Californians to replace 50 million square feet of lawns with drought-resistant landscaping, to create a rebate program for new water-efficient appliances, and to impose significant water cuts on golf courses, cemeteries, schools, and other large water-soaked landscapes.
People should realize we're in a new era. The idea of a nice little green grass, getting lots of water every day, that's going to be a thing of the past.
I think we should have done this a year or two ago, quite honestly.
Environmental water expert Connor Everts, who just last week reiterated his call for mandatory restrictions, says a key decision in a few weeks by the MWD, the Metropolitan Water District, which sells water to the LADWP and other local water districts, could have a major impact on how much Southland residents will have to cut their water usage or pay a steep price if they fail to cut back.
On the 13th of April, the Metropolitan Water District's going to do what it's threatened to do in the past, which is pass mandatory allocations, potential cutbacks to all their member agencies. They'll sit up and listen to that.
Many California farmers won't be affected by the governor's order, and some activists say that's not fair. Alexandra Nagy is a Southern California organizer with Food and Water Watch. She says Governor Brown's order does nothing to protect the state's groundwater in farming regions like the Central Valley, where corporate farms call the shots, she says.
If we really want to talk about conserving water, we have to address the biggest water users and polluters in our state, which is, big corporate agribusiness and big oil, mainly in the Central Valley. Instead of continuing to push urban users to cut down, we'd like to see groundwater be put in the public trust.
But Governor Brown points out that many Central Valley farms have had their water allotments cut back sharply, or in some cases cut out altogether, fueling layoffs in the farm industry.
Farmers have been hit very hard, and so it's not so much people who want to say, what about the farmers? And the farmers will say, what about those people watering their lawns? We all have something to do, and we can all do a little better.
Well, officials in the governor's office say they hope to flesh out the mandatory reduction plan in a couple of weeks. They would like to have the plan go into effect by early May. That would be the fast track for a complex plan with lots of moving parts. Lena?
Right.